Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to the Wristwatch News Channel. I'm Nick, and today we're going to be reviewing the Oblvlo Jorker. Jorker watch? Sound like I'm from Newcastle? Jorker? No, it's they put an extra R in the name, Joker. So it's a Konstantin Chaykin homage of his relatively famous Joker watch. If you don't know Konstantin Chaykin, he's well known for the Joker, a few other similar designs, and the Mr. Blobby watch.
Blobby, blobby, blobby.
If you don't know Mr. Blobby, well, you need to look him up and enjoy. That was my childhood. I almost didn't review this watch, to be honest, because AliExpress, actually, I nearly knocked AliExpress on the head altogether. They've annoyed me a bit, but I'll talk about that in the main body of the video. But I fought better against it because I had a look on the websites for local ADs in the UK. You know, how much could I get some entry-level brands for? And yeah, I can't afford jack. So AliExpress, I'm back, baby. And I bought the Baltany Vacheron American Historiques homage, which is really nice. I'm going to be reviewing that. And also I need to do a review of this, which is the San Martin Aquaterra homage. This is the version 1, actually, from Watch Dives. So it hasn't got the Lear lugs. But they have released a version now with the Lear lugs. So that's of an interest. So I need to get a review up of this ASAP. If you're new to the channel, come on in. Welcome. If you like watches, you like reviewing watches, you like watch accessories, you're in a good place. If you like fantastic mustaches, you're also in a good place. I don't usually have a fantastic mustache. A beard, yeah, but not a mustache. Reason being, it's November, and I have decided to cut off the rest of the beard to highlight the mustache, to highlight the good causes for November. If you're not aware of the charity Movember, they started off in Australia, helping with testicular cancer, raising funds. They've moved then to other countries. In the UK, they support research into preventing testicular cancer, prostate cancer, men's mental health, and suicide awareness. So really good charity. The link to my donation page is in the description if you are so inclined. Those who are regulars to the channel, you know I always love seeing you coming back again and again, and I hope you appreciate this beautiful moustache that I've put on display for you today. So let's get on with the review of the Oblvlo Jorker watch. Tell me what you think in the comments. And I'll also tell you about my horrible time that I've had with AliExpress and Royal Mail. The Oblvlo V2 comes in quite a nice box, actually. Not so nice that you think, oh no, they've spent all the money on the box instead of the watch. But a bit nicer than your standard Pagani boxes, which are quite similar in design, actually. Black felt lined with a black velvet cushion. There's a warranty card, polishing cloth, and user manual also included, but they came in the outer box. Oblvlo came to my attention when Radcliffe watches announced their Le Dome, as when I saw the Le Dome, I had a feeling I had seen the case and large domed crystal before. A little bit of searching on AliExpress, and I found the Oblvlo Starship, which to my eye is the same case and crystal. This happens a lot with micro brands, as many of them will buy their cases from China, and of course the factory will sell the same case to whoever's interested. I will say though, considering Radcliffe made quite a big deal about the case and crystal being unique, I'm 99% sure I saw the Starship before I saw the Radcliffe. The Jorker comes on a pretty basic, but alright for the money, embossed brown croc style strap. You know, the kind of thing that you tend to get on more dress watches from AliExpress. I swapped it straight out for a very nice Vario strap that I had in the drawer, which I think matches the watch a lot better. There is a deployant clasp on the original strap though, which is actually pretty well made, and it's signed as well, so that's always a nice touch. Okay, let's run through a few stats now. So the Oblvlo reference number for this watch, the Jorker, is OBL-SK-JM. It's a 42mm case, that's 316L stainless steel. A mineral crystal, more about that in a minute. That's got blue AR. It's 13mm thick, though the stores are saying 12 and 12.5, but I'm measuring at 13. 22mm lug width. It's got a lug to lug of about 49.6mm, depending on where you're measuring from. Pull push crown that is 6.8mm in diameter. It's got a day-night indicator on the dial, and it's got a water resistance of 50 meters, and it's powered by a good old Seiko NH35. You may have noticed that the one I have here doesn't quite look like the free colorways available, and that's because I asked if I could have the gold face in the steel case, and the store obliged. I like this kind of watch, and after trying on this Behrens at a Red Bar meetup, I thought I had to give it a go as that Behrens was gorgeous. I should have remembered though that a $9,000 watch is a $9,000 watch for a reason. The 42mm case has a high polish chamfer lug to lug, otherwise the case is fully brushed. Considering its size, I feel that it wears well on my 6.75 inch wrist. There is a display case back with the Jorker face detailed on it though, so only partially revealing the NH35 power in the watch. The star of the show, of course, is that dial, made to look like, what would you say, a robot clown, covered by that large dome crystal. Now, I mentioned in the stats that it is mineral, and all the stores say it's sapphire, but my Diamond Selector 2 don't lie. Now, this might be because I asked for the gold face to be put into a steel case, so it might be just that I ended up with one with mineral, and the others are sapphire, but I don't know. So if that's something that would bother you in the long run, as it would me, then I would advise you to check with the store first before buying. The face, if you also count the numbered sections around the eyes, is made up of 4 layers with visible screws holding them all together. There's Geneva stripes on the gold parts of the face and then matte black for all the other sections. The numbered discs around the eyes are loomed, as is the motif displaying the day-night indicator, which is a sun with rays and then a moon with stars, and it's on a silver-grey background. A red ruby nose sits between the eyes, which are also loomed. And how do you tell the time? Well, quite easily. The left eye is the hours and the right eye is the minutes, where the pupil points is the time. So here it's 5:35. The loom, which I'll show in a minute, is nothing to write home about and is basically useless for telling the time. The watch, though, is not really about accurate timing, of course, but then the loom doesn't really even help you, initially. It's more decorative than anything. So you can buy this watch in 3 main colorways. There's a black DLC with orange accents, an all steel and black, or the rose gold with black accents. I bought mine for $170, which is about 130 to 140 pounds, back in an October sale, and it's going to be available for around the same price again tomorrow in the Black Friday sale. Alright, so let's get to why I was, and still am to an extent, a little unhappy with AliExpress. Well, as I mentioned, the crystal is not sapphire, but even more annoying to me is that it has blue AR. If you've watched previous videos, you know I do not like blue AR. Unless it's on a blue dial watch, I find it ruins the look. Also, considering clear AR is readily available, I just don't get it. Of course, that is a personal preference, as a lot of you may really like the look of blue AR. So I wasn't overly happy with the watch. For $170 paid, the overall quality of the watch is really good, and I do dig the design, but I knew the blue AR would get on my nerves eventually, so I thought I would see if I could return it, as on the listing is stated, easy returns. So I started a return on AliExpress, and the return was accepted and marked as a dispute on the purchase, and I was given an address in the UK to send the watch back. I sent the watch to the address given using Royal Mail track delivery. This is important for later on, if you remember this, and received a couple of days later confirmation from Royal Mail that the watch had been delivered. Now this is where it starts to go wrong. A couple of days after that, rather than receiving an email confirming my refund, I got an email asking me to answer a question on the dispute. A few seconds later, another email came through stating my dispute had been closed and the decision, no refund. Of course, I got straight onto the AliExpress help section, which might as well be the AliExpress run you round in circles, as it took over a week of emails back and forth, going on an online chat, raising a full appeal on the decision, where I had to provide all kinds of evidence of delivery and purchase and all kinds of things. And the result after that appeal denied, no refund. And it was only at this point that I actually found out why they were saying that I was not going to get a refund, because all the other correspondence, they wouldn't say. As on the appeal closed email, it stated, item not received at warehouse, or something along those lines. So they were saying it hadn't been returned. Now, of course, I had proof it had been, and photo evidence taken by Royal Mail at the warehouse. But I soon discovered once AliExpress close your appeal, that's it. You have no further recourse. Try to talk to anyone about it, and all they say is that the appeal is closed. It's done. So at this stage, I thought, right, I'm going to have to raise a lost parcel claim with Royal Mail. And this is when I found out that if you're posting jewelry or watches in the UK, doesn't matter how much they're worth, you have to use special delivery. No other service is covered if lost or damaged. So because I used tracked 48 instead of special delivery, I'm not covered. I'm out of pocket $170. And from what I can see, something iffy has gone on, as the package was definitely delivered and the emails I got from AliExpress asking me to respond and then closing my dispute were issued at exactly the same time. They both appeared in my inbox within seconds of each other. So guys, learn from my mistakes, use special delivery if you're sending any watches in the UK, and don't trust that your AliExpress easy return will be easy. The watch for $170 is a good buy if you like this kind of watch. It's well made and it looks good. The day-night indicator might be a little bit childish in its design, but then I've seen big name brands do similar designs as well. The blue AR and the mineral crystal are my only real gripes with the watch. So overall, if this is your bag, it would probably be worth picking up one in the sale. So there you have it. That was the Oblvlo Jorker. Jorker. I literally can't say it without sounding a bit Newcastle. I'm really sorry to anyone from Newcastle. Jorker watch. Jorker. Yeah, Jorker watch. Not everyone's cup of tea, of course, but an interesting watch all the same. Same as the watches that Konstantin Chaykin make himself. You know, they're not for everyone. There's individual people out there. I like it. I like Mr. Jones watches as well. I've highlighted them previously on the channel. I reviewed the Ricochet, and I also had previously a Last Laugh and a Windmill. So I like, you know, watches that are a bit different, a bit out there, or a bit quirky. You know, I like that kind of thing. So if you like that kind of thing, the link for the watch is in the description to AliExpress. All is forgiven, AliExpress, apart from you are going to be returning anything. Keep in mind that it could all go wrong. And if AliExpress decide to cut communication, they've cut communication. That's it. You're done. If you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and tell everyone about it. Tell the world. Shout from the rooftops. Yeah, and please tune in next time for the review of the San Martin, the Baltany. I'm also going to be ordering another San Martin, the GMT Tudor homage type 1, I think, because I fancy getting another diver in. So yeah, so I'll be getting that in, so that'll be coming soon as well. And please let me know in the comments what you think of this watch. Do you like this kind of thing? Is this not your bag? Are you more of a black dial, white indice diver kind of guy or girl, or is this up your street? Let me know. Anyway, thanks again for joining me. I've been Nick. This has been the Wristwatch News Channel, and this has been my mustache.